This is not a rerun. After the many years that we've had documenting the delightful scenes of kosher around the country, we now really get to illustrate a prime example of growth and maturity in the kosher marketplace using one place. Fuego has always been a destination in Miami to house a mountain of meat. But over the past year and a half, they've moved to a new destination, implemented some new branding. And if you were to think of a restaurant being a giant operational machine, all the parts need to fire. Tonight we're at Fuego, newer Fuego, bunch of different things Fuego, a lot more hella representative of Latin America Fuego.
North Miami Beach.
Fuego by Miami. We just came here to munch out, right? The food's gonna be great. You know, we're here to just highlight. Today they have something called KFC chicken. KFC chicken is from a southern state. It's a style of cooking, and the C stands for chicken. It's always about that multiple spices seasoning batter. They have a house sauce, and let's try that crispy crunch. There's 1,000 different ways to bread and fry a chicken wing. There's one that's very distinctly called KFC. KFC's always been that very specific type of like breading crunch, but there's supposed to be mad seasoning in the crunch. And that is great. It's not crispy, it's not thick, it's crackly and breaky and superb with a really nice hot chicken. Tacos are something that nowadays we understand what they are. They're something wonderful. We have ingredients, they're great to make kosher. Lamb barbacoa is a very specific style of a Latin American barbecue, but slow cooked lamb with all the Latin representation coming here. So we're gonna have spicy, we're gonna have that spicy heat, but a fruity heat, a warm heat, and most especially a smoky heat in a beautiful braised lamb. That's a beautiful translation of that lamb, soft, full, buttery mouth effect going on. It's got every flavor you want in there, and they combine so well. Because the barbacoa is prepared beautifully in its structure, it translates so nicely. Empanada is like a hand pie, like a pocket, like a South American dumpling. And usually it's really more of like a flaky crust. It's really like a lard type crust. So you want to see an empanada that's shiny, even though there's no lard in here, you want to see an empanada shiny. We got the chicken. That's a perfectly built empanada dough.
Yeah.
Where it's firm in texture, and the chicken's ever seasoned so slightly, and it's all about the green here. But like the empanada dough itself, very descriptive of the dish. This is a beautiful built carpaccio, and one of the things I wanted to highlight here is their use of pomegranate, which is not generally, you know, a carpaccio type based flavor. But it shows the defining value of a place like this that's melding those flavors. Carpaccio with pomegranate I've never had, but I will today. This is a beautifully executed carpaccio because it's just such a thin, beautiful slice, and it melts, and it's the right temperature, and it has all the extras, a little bit of black pepper crunch, a little bit of salt crunch, beautiful grassy olive, a micro cilantro. There's a lot of stuff going in here. They have a house Brian's pastrami short rib.
Oh my God.
Pastrami has like a really individually kind of cured, slightly more texture to it, and then when it's steamed and smoked, it turns beautifully bouncy. What we have here is this just first brine pastrami, and then just smoked, and you're almost getting like that rare roast beef in the middle. It's a lot of things going on. I'm very excited. It's a pastrami rub short rib. And one of those beauties is there's just a lingering hint of smoke all the way through. And as it cools down in your mouth, you continue to eat those beautiful fats flowing through. You're just getting slight smoke flavors. This is real meaty. Touch of smoky. They have the Latin platter. They got the platter, right? This is not the American ribs platter. No, this is the charascurias. This is like the real deal. We got different types of beef. We got a short rib. We have a steak, we have that, we have a sausage, we have a chimichurri, and we have a rice and beans. This is all about your Latin experience. You have your chimichurris.
Yes.
You have your cilantro flavors and ideas.
Yes.
But the seasonings alone with the char flavor of the grill, there's really a beautiful, beautiful heat that just tells you we're not in the same neighborhood. It's just spicier. It's just like seasoned different. It's love and care. We came to Fuego in Florida a couple years ago to introduce you to the concept of just chilling and eating a mountain of meat and just being satiated and happy with enjoying yourself. Over the course of that many years, we decided to come back to show you how much they've evolved in the same idea, same concepts. It is just more, bigger, badder. It's a new place, it's a new neighborhood. And when you have a machine with thousands of pieces that need to operate like a place like this, and it's operating as effectively like this, it's not a rerun, it's a kudos. This is Fuego by Mana, North Miami Beach, Florida.
Oh,